Happy Tuesday, everybody. It is September the 8th, 2020. I'm really excited because we're actually going to get started with math class today. And in today's lesson, we're going to be learning about rounding to the nearest hundred. We're going to be learning how to estimate numbers using near benchmark, friendly, or compatible numbers. We're going to be learning to explain how rounding and estimating are similar and how they're different. And we're going to be learning to determine when rounding or estimating is more useful. Why are we learning this? We are learning this so that we can find easier ways to solve problems in the real world when an exact answer is not necessary. And then how will we know when we're successful? We're going to know we're successful when we can use models or drawings to show our thinking, where we can explain our thinking, and when we persevere through problems that are more difficult for us. So let's jump right in and get started. On our next slide, it's actually telling us that a cost of a shirt is $37. All of us go shopping, so we kind of have an idea about shopping. We know that when we go purchase a shirt, if I'm wanting my mom to buy me a shirt, I will give her an estimated answer to say the shirt cost about this so that she can give me enough money to go to the store. So most of you probably already think about stuff like that. Probably do that with video games. But Maggie says this shirt cost about $30. Rob says it cost about $40. Who do you agree with? So in your mind, I want you to be thinking about who you agree with. Do you agree with Maggie that the shirt cost about $30? Or do you agree with Rob that the shirt cost about $40? Okay, hopefully you've got that person's name in mind as we move on through. Our next slide goes over that again. It tells us that the shirt cost $37. Maggie says the shirt cost about $30. Rob says it cost about $40. Who do you agree with? So you've already got that person's name in mind. Now we're going to think about how can we use a number line to support our answer. Would a number line help? I'm not sure what experience you have with number lines, but we use them a lot in third grade. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into those number lines this morning, and we can get more comfortable using them if we've not used them a lot. So we're going to decide how we can use that to support our answer. So I'm going to pull up a blank number line. And we already know that this shirt costs $37. We've got to think about what 10 is right before 37. So in the lower grades, you learn to count by your tens. What 10, when we're counting, comes right before 37? So if I'm counting, I know that it's 10, 20, 30. I can't go on to the next one because that's after 37. So I know that the number that I need to put here, the 10 that I need to put here will be 30 because it is the 10 right before 37. And then I've got to decide what 10 comes after 37. So in my counting, I knew that when I counted 30 by my tens, that 37 was after that, but it was before 40. So my last number on my number line is going to be 40. Here, right in the middle, is a benchmark number. What number is right between 30 and 40? I know that when I'm counting from 30 to 40, if I'm counting by my tens, I know there's 10 in between the two. But what number is right in the middle? And if you think about it, we've already learned how to count by these numbers as well. We've learned how to count by our fives. 5 is right in the middle of 0 and 10. So I know that 35 is going to be right in the middle of 30 and 40. Now my goal is to find where 37 would be. If I'm looking at this number line, I know that if I hop from this number to this one, that every hop, there's going to be 10 of them. I already know that 37 is more than 35, so it's going to be somewhere over here. So I can start here at 35 and hop 36, 37. So 37 is going to be this line here. So I'm going to go ahead and type that in. And now I have 37 already on my number line. Now my question is, what number is closer to 37? Is it going to be 30 or is it going to be 40? So if I'm looking at Maggie's, she said that 30 was about the cost of the shirt. But if I'm hopping, I see that Maggie is 7 away from the number that we need. And then if I look at Rob's, and I'm going to count backwards, 1, 2, 3, Rob is only 3 away from 37. So if I'm looking at this, who has the better estimate, Rob or Maggie? A better estimate means I'm closer to the original number. So it looks like Rob has the better estimate. So if you said Rob, then you have the better estimate. Maggie's estimate was fairly low, and if I'm using rounding, Rob's would be closer, and it would round to 40. One way to look at that is if I'm right here in the middle, and any number that's right in the middle or above going toward the larger number, larger 10, it would round to the larger 10. Any number below that middle number is going to round to the lower 10 on the left. So if you're here over, you round to the larger 10. If you're under that midpoint, that benchmark half, then you're going to round to the lower 10. In my small group today, I'm actually going to be using these number lines to help the students by putting in a number here and then using the number line to type on to get my answers. I will post this later for you so that you can use it on your practice if you want to put some numbers in just to see and practice those. So it will be available for you, or you can get onto our virtual manipulative slide. Miss Bates is having trouble talking this morning, and you can choose a number line here. So you can do it either way, but the number line online would work really, really well for you. In today's lesson work, you're going to be doing agree or disagree, and it's going to be about your math interest. This is a drag and drop assignment, so you're going to click on each of these statements. This statement says, I am a good math student. So I agree that I am a fairly good math student, so I'm going to drag it here. The next one says, I prefer working alone in math. Miss Bays does not prefer working alone. I like working with groups to get their ideas. Maybe their idea is better than mine, and I might find their idea easier than mine. So I'm going to say I disagree because I like working in groups. Sometimes I need to work alone in math, but most of the time I can solve those problems in a group much easier, and it makes it more understanding for me on how to do the math. So you're going to choose these based on how you feel, and you're just going to drag them and drop them into the assignment. And then you're going to have one more assignment for me, and that's going to be rounding to the nearest 10. You're only going to have 3 problems to do, but this is another one where it's interactive, and you can just click on it and put your answer in. This is the number line they're using. So remember, you're going to find the 2 10s that the number falls between, just like we did in our example. You're going to find the halfway point or the midpoint, and you're going to type that number in. You're going to put the numbers here that the number falls between. You're going to know that 38 rounds to, and you're going to put that answer here. And then you're going to type an explanation as to how you came to the conclusion that that would be your number that it rounds to. You can explain it based on what you did on the number line to support your answer. And you're only going to have 3 of those to complete today. The next thing I do want to go over quickly with you is if you're in my small group each day, you're going to be meeting with me on a certain day each week. You're going to be meeting with Miss O'Brien and with Miss Adams depending on which day it is. But if you're not meeting with me on a particular day, you're still going to be able to watch this video by coming here and clicking this little bubble here, the little speech bubble here, to get the video to come up. You can also click on these math anchor charts to find the link to the anchor chart that goes with our lesson for that particular day. You're also going to be able to click on problem of the day, which I do want you to complete. The problem of the day will have just some thinking problems. You aren't really, there's no right or wrong answer here. There's multiple answers, so everybody can come up with the answer. This one for today says use the digits 1 to 9 at most only one time each. So that means that if you use 9 here, you can't use it here, here, or here. So you're only allowed to use it one time each. And you're going to look, when you're filling in those boxes, you're going to make the smallest sum, or it wants you to make the largest sum possible, using only the numbers 1 through 9 one time each. So that means there can be multiple answers here depending on which one you're looking at. So I want you to first make the smallest number possible with two-digit numbers using only 1 through 9 one time each. Or you can do the largest sum. Just practice that at home, and maybe we can talk about it when we meet in small group. You guys have a great day. Enjoy your math work today. I'm excited for you to do it. It's kind of fun. So have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Please be sure that if you need help from me, to jump back into the whole group Google Meet code after 1, and I will be available to help you. Have a great day, guys. See you soon.